right, we live. All right, we live. All right, we'll wait till a couple more people come in. We live. Cool, cool. Everything's looking good. Hey, got all my got everything lined up. Everything looking good. All right. First off, I'm 100% wrong. I'm 1,000% wrong. I don't want to make any excuses here tonight. I was totally wrong. It should have never happened. It will never happen again. The things that I did, the things that I said was totally out of line. I'm 100%, 1,000% wrong. Period. To all my fans, supporters, to anybody who was thinking about being my fan and supporter, I want to let you know I am totally wrong in this, and I do not need your support backing me on this. I know you know my good side. I know you know all the good things that I've done. I've seen the support and the love. I do not need you to take up for me on this. I do not need you to get in anybody's comments, anybody's social media on your social media platforms. I don't need you to make any type of excuses for me. I don't need you to make, but he's done this and done that. On this one, I got to take full responsibility, accountability for my actions, for my words. So thank you for all of the love, but on this one, I just need to own this, to sit in this. Period. To the person or persons that I spoke wrongly about, my actions were forced on them. My actions that I was wrong about. I want to say that I am sorry, I am wrong, and I apologize. I am sorry for my actions, for my words. I was wrong for my actions, for my words. I apologize for making you feel any type of way because that was not my intent, or it was my intent, whatever it was, you know. I apologize for my actions. You didn't deserve that. It was where I took it to, escalated to where I felt like I had to go at the time. Now that I have, now that things have transpired, and now I had to sit in the reminiscence of my actions, of my words. I want to say that was not my intention, so I do apologize that you had to endure that. Period. My actions, my words are wrong in hindsight simply because maybe I didn't mean it like that, or I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean to take what I heard at the time was this. So I responded like this. Now that I have time to look back on the situation of the totality of the situation, I got to hear it back in my mind. I got to see it on social media. Yes, I believe I handled that wrong. Now, could I feel? I can still feel a way about how you said whatever you said and how I took that, but I still want to take accountability and actions to how I then handle that. So I am wrong, and I expect better of myself. So I do want to again say I am sorry. I'm wrong and I apologize. Period. And that's it. That's all you need, academics. That's all anybody needs in this world is an apology. I'm sorry, and you keep it moving. All the extras of I'm going to get back to this and I'm taking notes of this and who said what and all of that is not needed. We move on as we going to move on because the situation is going to occur and life is going to happen. Life is going to be life. Whether we lose sponsorships, whether we gain sponsorships, whether we lose followers, whether we gain followers, whether we lose loyal supporters or whatever the case is, in your sincerest, you want to apologize because you feel sorry. And understand, saying I'm sorry is not apologizing. I'm sorry is a feeling that you have for an action you have done or something you have verbally said to somebody. It I'm sorry is your personal feelings. You apologizing to someone or somebody's or a group of people is you extending yourself to say I felt this way and I don't want you to feel a way about what I did, not to stop you from feeling a way, but I want you to know that it did affect me, so I want to extend my olive branch to you. That's what an apology is. And that is it's the simplest thing, but it's the hardest thing to do. It's the simplest thing to say, but the hardest thing to do because in the moment we may still be enraged with some type of feelings or wanting to place blame on somebody else. So this right here is a video for anybody that needs help apologizing. Now, if you do not feel sorry or you do not care for anything you have said or did, the actions you have shown, whether it be direct or indirect, whether it be on purpose or by mistake, if you do not care or you don't feel a way, you don't need this video. But if you have a little inkling of, you know what, that was not my intent, or maybe that was my intent in the moment, but you know what, I think I took it too far, then here's a video for you. Now, at the end of the day, like I said, you lose sponsorships, you lose followers, you don't, you lose a Twitch deal or whatever. You got to accept the consequences that come with that. But we got to stop making the apologies to whoever and the not taking accountability for whatever the hardest thing to do. So I'm not here to hearken on the academics thing in this particular video, right? In this particular video, this is just an accountability. I'm sorry. Here's how that should look type of thing. Now, I'm not saying you have to use my particular words or whatever. But what I am saying, however, what I am saying is it shouldn't it you should sound sincere, you should sound apologetic, you should sound like you care, you should sound like you mean it, you should sound like hold on, let me stop myself for a second. Because I'm telling you what it should sound like. But the context, what it should sound like, is based on how you really feel and how you might have to pretend you feel. And I want to reiterate that point. let's say you don't feel sorry, but you are losing sponsorships, you are losing money, you are losing followers or whatever accounts for your income or whatever, right? And you say, you know what? I gotta go out here and make it right because I want to stop the bleeding. But you really don't feel this in your heart. This is still the video you should watch and you should use to show love and compassion to whoever you have done wrong or the people saying you have done wrong or currently doing wrong. You still should show that it's meaningful. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, please use this video to understand what accountability looks like, what apologizing looks like, if you actually mean it or don't mean it. You still have to show up in a way where people aren't feeling like he just doesn't get it. She just doesn't get it. Say you are sorry and you apologize for your actions. Say, I said this in the video once before. I don't know if anybody ever seen it, but you can go back on my page and see it. You do not have to stand in anything you didn't mean, for the greater good or not. Because somebody's combating you or not. If you simply didn't mean it that way, how somebody else took it, say, you know what? If this group of people or this one person is taking it this way, I apologize for that. And then say, hey, I apologize for that. Now, may I have an opportunity to, or opportunity, not even may I have, let me take an opportunity to rephrase, to use more words what I was trying to say, so you can understand my position or my feelings on something. We too often as a people get caught up in thinking we can't feel how we feel and express that because somebody may take it away. No, what you want to do far as communication goes is get the people to understand your position and not hurt them. Some things may hurt and you just got to stand in that as well. But if your intentions aren't to stand in something to make somebody feel bad or hurt behind something you done or said, say that is not my intention. Let me try to use other wording, or let me use more wording. Let me try to find another way at expressing how I feel. And we just don't have to be combative in that. Because just because somebody's going to say, well, I know what you said and this is how you said it and that's how I'm taking it. Let that be cool with you. And you can still say, listen, I understand you feel like that, but I'm going to say it for one last time. I'm going to reword it again. You going to feel how you feel off the first thing I said, and I understand that. But that was not my intentions. This is my intention. This is what I'm trying to express. Maybe at the time, maybe I didn't have the right words. Now that I got time to go back and reflect in my thoughts and how it came out, reflect in the whole situation that transpired, now I have different wording. Now I have a different example to use. But after this, if you still don't get it and you want to just sit in, I disrespected you, I did you wrong, or whatever the case may be, then you got to let that person sit in that, and we can't continue to go back and forth. All I can do is say, I'm sorry. I apologize. That was not my intentions. I was wrong in that particular moment. But here is how I would like to express. And let's be cool. But anything 100% wrong, please tell your fans, tell your supporters you love them. But they don't need to stick up for me on this one. You don't need to take up for me on this one. Let me just sit in this, let me be wrong, and we'll continue to grow and get better. Let me apologize. Let me take 100% accountability. Not let me say, yo, let me I'm taking names of who said what. I did a lot for people, and I don't know why you speaking about me. No, listen, it ain't time for all of that. You are 100% wrong.